Hi guys, welcome back to another video, and this is going to be quickly covering the new application that's just hit the interweb, which is Moonlight Android XR. So if you're not aware of what Moonlight is, it's a game streaming service that you can use to connect to Sunshine on your PC. So the Sunshine is the actual server on your PC, and then Moonlight is the application you use to connect to that. It's a very cool local streaming solution that gives you really good quality and really low latency. And now it's just got even better with Moonlight XR. It's done by Gillies over on GitHub. Link is going to be in the video description. And this adds real-time 3D generation that is done on the headset. So your PC doesn't need any changes. The games don't need any reshade or vortex or anything like that. It's automatically making everything 3D that you're viewing in your headset. So this is incredibly cool. So I'll leave a link in the video description. Essentially get the APK installed onto whatever headset you want to use. Right now it's being tested on the Pico 4 Ultra and Quest 3 and Quest 3S, I guess. But everything else hasn't been tested as yet. So the APK is available for free. Get that installed onto your headset and it will look something like this when you launch it. To set up your PC, you will need to set up Sunshine, and I'll link in the video description what you need to do to follow that. Very simple. Create an account. Make sure it's all connected on your local network, and then you should be able to see your PC. So unlike something like this, which is the Steam Link 2D application, this is not possible to generate a 3D image because you're in the home space of the VR operating system, like the MetaQuest and Pico. So I'm not going to be able to see my actual 3D image at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually just stop streaming and close Steam Link. And I'm going to launch instead Moonlight XR. So there's a few settings here that you can mess around with. So by default, it obviously has starting the VR mode enabled. You can change the screen distance, screen width. You can enable pass-through, change the separation depth between the eyes, stuff like that. But generally, you don't really need to change anything. You can boost up the bitrate if you feel your network's good enough. But honestly, you don't really need to change anything. So I'm just going to go onto the desktop here, and the defaults it will give you is the entire desktop or Steam itself, which will launch into big picture. So anyone that's familiar with Moonlight and Sunshine knows you can list individual applications sorted by your Sunshine streamer, but you don't need to do that with this solution. So let's do it. Let's go straight into Steam and let's do Steam Big Picture. So I've not got pass-through turned on just because I'm sat on a very messy desk and there's no point showing you that mess. And as with YouTube, you cannot see what I see. So this is in full 3D for me and it looks amazing. So it's detached from my head so I can move around in space and get comfortable. The 3D stays in check because it's done properly into an XR instance, so I can move closer, I can sit further away, I can recenter where I want it to go. That's pretty cool. And if you have a gamepad paired to your headset, like the Quest 3 and Pico 4 Ultra, and for instance, I have a PS4 controller over Bluetooth, I've now got control of this. And again, everything's going to be in 3D, so everything I launch is going to be in 3D. Any game, anything on my desktop, you can use YouTube, everything that's streamed from the PC is in 3D. And I have to stress that the PC is doing no heavy lifting here. All of the 3D is generated by the APK. So no game changes need to be made, no game mods need to be done. This is so cool. So I highly advise everyone grab this and check it out, because why wouldn't you? It's free. The game's going to be in 4x3, so I may be messing with a different system, but yeah, you're not going to get the 3D effect to come through, but I do. So again, it's awesome. I'm not going to do any gaming. But I highly advise everyone go out and grab this and put it on their headset. It's super easy to set up. I'll leave the link in the video description. It's just a really cool application. I don't know why it took so long for someone to make something as unbelievably simple to get your games into 3D. So that is Moonlight XR by Gillies. Please go check it out. Give the developer some love. Cheers, guys.